Hey everyone, and welcome to part 1 of the Tamiya Nissan GTR model build. In this video, we'll be painting and assembling the body, but before we get started, we want to get all the parts cut off the trees and sanded prior to paint. This helps ensure we get some nice smooth plastic to work with. I found these FlexiFile sanding sticks on Amazon. They're great in that they're flexible and have a fine grit to sand corners and edges. I'm using 800 grit sandpaper to prep all the exterior parts of the body. Even though this body didn't have anything to fix, I typically use it to remove any imperfections as well as give the primer a slightly rough surface to adhere to. Body parts bubble bath. This removes my sanding dust and any mold release agent that may be on the parts from the factory. Since all the parts are getting some sort of paint, they're all getting a good wash. Since the instructions let us assemble the body prior to mounting, I'm attaching the front end before paint. This will make painting and final assembly much easier. To make sure you don't clog the details on the body, spray multiple light coats of primer. I'm using Tamiya's white primer as the undercoat. Another useful tool I found on Amazon were these airbrush parts holders. They were 32 a package for about $9. Totally worth it. After the primer had dried, I applied several light coats of Tamiya Pearl White. I let the paint dry for about 5 minutes before each application. I initially hand painted the detail work on the body, but it came out pretty bad, so I stripped it off and decided to spray. I used Tamiya's masking tape to mask off the hood, lower trim, front fascia, and window trim, then started painting the gunmetal on the lower trim first. Again, the key here is multiple light coats of paint. After a little more masking, it was time to paint the semi-gloss black on the grille and engine compartment. More masking, then some gunmetal paint on the front fascia. The reveal. It was time to pull off the multiple layers of masking tape to see how the final product came out. While not perfect, it's nothing a little touching up couldn't fix. A little hand detailing on the engine parts. Thankfully, Tamiya includes a set of window masks, allowing you to paint the window trim that results in nice, clean lines. Before spraying the window, I prepped the Photo-Etched front grills by coloring them with a black Sharpie. After the final detailing of the body, I let it set for about 48 hours. I then applied 4 light coats of Tamiya clear gloss, letting the model dry for about 5 minutes between each coat. After letting the clear coat dry for another 48 hours, it was time to start adding all the bits and pieces to the main body. Engine details, lights, windshield, and rearview mirror. Here's some detailed shots of the final body. Once I get it attached to the chassis, I'll add the wing, mirrors, and corner lights. It's off to a great start. To stay tuned for future installments of the series, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification icon to be alerted to future videos. Thanks for watching.